Hi, I'm Laura Hay here at Altrincham Physio Clinic. I'm going to take you through a few exercises here today for having a healthy spine. Now, these exercises are good at keeping your core strong as well as keeping it lovely and mobile. Now, these exercises are also good if you've had an episode of back pain and you're wanting to recover and get better, but also it can help to prevent recurrence of any future episodes in the future. So as you can see, I've got the spine here. So the exercises I'm going to focus on today are strengthening around the deep abdominals and the pelvic muscles to help keep the natural curves of the spine, which you can see is a gentle S shape here. So we're going to focus on the control of rotation, which is twisting side to side, and also flexion and extension, which is the rounding of the lower back and then arching of it. So hopefully with doing these exercises, you can keep the control whilst moving the arms and legs and strengthening through it. So I'll move that to the side, and then if you have a little lie down on your mat, head on a towel for support there, and we're going to find that neutral spine. So what you're going to do is tilt the tailbone down and then tilt it up. So we're tilting the pelvis there, working through a comfortable range of movement. As you do a few, you may feel that it's loosening off any stiffness in the lower back there. And find the middle where you can then gently draw the navel towards the spine. So we're going to work on rotational control first, which is hip twist level 1, which means that the knees and feet are hip distance apart. You're still zipping in with the centre set, and you glide the right knee out to the side and then bring it back. And then the left knee out to the side and back. Now what you've got to watch with this exercise is as you glide one leg out to the side, the other stays still. So as the right leg goes out, your left kneecap is pointing up to the ceiling, not moving, before then doing the other side. With this, it helps to have your fingertips resting on your pelvic bones, ensuring that they stay level, watching that they don't dip as the knee glides out to the side. So if you had an imaginary tray balanced across your lap here, the drinks don't fall off either to the right or the left as you're moving. So that's the level 1 there. What we can do now is go to the level 3. So scooping one leg up into tabletop where you've got that 90-degree bend at the hip and knee, and glide that right leg out and level, remembering about the tray. Now work through the range of movement that you can control without that hip and that side dipping down. So what might help is if you push the left foot down into the mat, that can help that control there. So 2 more this side, and then lower that down and then lift the other side up. So again, centre set, pushing the right foot now into the mat and gliding through a range of movement. Now, as you start off, you might only be able to control a small range of movement. As you get stronger, you're working those deep abdominals, firing up those glutes as you push that foot down into the mat. You might be able to take it through a bigger range of movement, but we don't want any discomfort in the groin or the lower back with these exercises. So that's taking you through some rotational control exercises, controlling the twist of the lower back. Now we're going to glide one leg out into one leg stretch and then bring it back. And we can do alternate legs with this. And what you're wanting to ensure is you're maintaining that natural curve in the lower back. And you can check this with having your fingertips in the small of your back and ensuring that when you straighten the leg, the pressure on your fingertips remains the same. Making sure that when you lengthen the leg away, you're not arching the lower back and lifting off the fingertips. So you're using those deep abdominals to control the position of your spine. You can also squeeze the glutes and tighten the front of the knees so that we're working those strong quadriceps at the front of the thigh there. 2 more. And then next we're going into scissors level 1, which means we're scooping the heel to the bottom and then taking the leg into tabletop, and then the same for lowering down. Switch to the other side, and you can just check with your fingertips your pelvis is staying level. You can check behind your back that you're keeping the centre set, your spine neutral there. And let's take it through another 5, so total of 10. Zipping in. As you feel able and it's strong, you may be able to glide a little bit further away with the leg there, but make sure you're switching on the abdominal so it doesn't bother the lower back there. Last one here. Right, next we're going to take it into double leg stretch level 1. So floating the arms up, gliding them up above your head, palms facing to each other, and then glide down. Now this one, make sure the collarbones are wide, lovely long neck. So you've got that gap between ear and shoulders, so the shoulders aren't hunching up as you take the arms up. With this, we've got to watch that the rib cage doesn't lift up as the arms glide up above your head. So imagining that you've got coiled springs attaching the ribs to the hips there, and you're not stretching those springs as the arms glide up. Now, if you do feel that the ribs lift up with the movement, just switch on those upper abdominals or take your arms through a smaller range of movement so you've got that control and not increasing the arch of your lower back. As you do a few, you may be able to take the arms a little bit higher whilst making sure those upper abdominals are working. Right, 2 more here. And then we'll combine the one leg stretch and the overhead arms into double leg stretch level 2. So you're just lengthening away. You would probably feel that you're working the abdominals a little bit more to keep the ribs in place and keeping that lower back stable, switched on, working those deep abdominals there to support it. Lovely. Last 5. 4. Zipping in, 3, tensing the front of the thighs, so you're working those strong leg muscles as well. And then finish your last one here. So those have been strengthening and working on control. The last one to finish it off is more mobilising to help keep the spine supple and flexible. So arms out to the side, palms pointed up to the ceiling. Knees and ankles super glued together, so a bit closer than they were for the previous exercises. Glide your knees one way, turn your head into the opposite direction, and then go the other way. So with the mobilising exercises, you're still switching on, zipping in, drawing the navel to the spine. You can think about your breathing control with this one. So inhale as the knees come to centre, exhale on the twist, just allowing a little bit more movement where the ribs meet the spine. Replace the ribs on the mat first, pelvis, and then knees to centre, and then knees start the movement, the pelvis lifts off, and then the ribs. So last 4. 3. As you do a few, you might be able to take the knees a bit further, just feeling a pull. And last one here. That might be comfortable just to have a little hug of the knees after, maybe a little rock side to side. So taking you through a few exercises there that really help to keep the spine mobile and flexible, but also working on those deep core muscles which help stabilise and strengthen around the core, helping to keep a healthy spine. Thank you.